They weaponized you. They weaponized a lot of people. And I respect the fact that you recanted everything you said. And that's a big thing that you did.
President Trump and his former fixer turned foe Michael Cohen hold a radio reunion, ending their years-long feud. The two men had not spoken publicly after Cohen testified against Trump in the 2024 hush money trial that ended with the president convicted of 34 felonies. Now, Cohen later served 13 and a half months in prison after pleading guilty to lying to Congress about a Trump Tower project in Russia. Now, in an interview with CNN before the radio broadcast, Cohen said he is asking the White House for a pardon. I'm going to go live now to the White House and CBS News chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes. Nancy, what's the read in Washington on this interview? A Trump-Cohen truce, or is this all just a push for a pardon?
I think it's a little of both, Liz. I think that the reconciliation between President Trump and his longtime fixer turned foe Michael Cohen has been in the works for quite some time. Cohen said they've actually met privately a few times this year, so that this was sort of taking that reconciliation public. It was a very friendly interview. Cohen asked President Trump about topics he knew that Trump would like to talk about. And you know, you heard President Trump acknowledging that Cohen had been targeted because this was the quiet part that was not uttered out loud, because of the things that he did for his former boss, Donald Trump. Cohen has made it clear that he would like to get a pardon. He applied for one under President Biden. He has now applied for one again under President Trump. He said he'd like some confirmation that at least his application has been received, but it is not something that came up in that actual interview.
Well, speaking of the president, Nancy, he's set to head to South Carolina tonight to campaign for Darlene Graham, the sister of late Senator Lindsey Graham, a close Trump ally. Now, this is all ahead of Tuesday's Senate race runoff. Does Graham need this boost?
You know, it's been a rocky week for her, so you could make a good argument that, yes, she does need the boost. Earlier in the week, she was in a debate where she was asked about foreign policy. She admitted she really doesn't know much about foreign policy, but that she just supports the troops. And she got a lot of criticism for that. And so the president coming into South Carolina to campaign with her in a high-profile way on a Friday night certainly could make a difference, because her main opponent, Ralph Norman, is someone who's well known in South Carolina. He has been a congressman for several terms now. He, has been making the case throughout his campaign. Sometimes he agrees with the president, sometimes he doesn't, looking to get some distance from President Trump, who has sort of had an uneven record during these primaries. Some of the candidates he's endorsed have advanced and others haven't. But at this point, Darlene Graham owes her candidacy to President Trump. He's the one who named her as her brother's temporary replacement after Lindsey Graham unexpectedly passed away. And so, anyone who likes Donald Trump, who likes the fact that she appointed her, is going to like the fact that he's coming all the way to South Carolina to campaign with her.
Nancy Cordes at the White House. Thanks so much, Nancy.